Hey guys, Dara here, and today I want to try something new with you guys. I've seen a lot of people do these types of videos, so I was like, I want to try it out too. My first coffee chat will be about me, obviously. I'm not conceited, I swear. So the first fact about me is bookish related, and that is I used to dog-ear the pages of my books. Oh, I think I just heard a few people unsubscribe to me. It was mostly on paperback books and library books because paperback books are not that, how do I put it, beautiful to say the least. I mean, some covers are and some are not, so the ones I deemed as not beautiful enough, I would dog-ear the pages, or books that I would borrow from my school library or any library in general, because you know, everybody uses that book, so one of two things would be happening there. One, I would be the one to dog-ear the pages, or two, I would just dog-ear the pages that have already been dog-eared. Yeah, I don't think that's criminal of myself, and if you do, I apologize for my crime. Bookish fact number 2 about myself is I still don't know how to review books. BookTube has gotten to the point, at least in my opinion, I remember when it first started, like, people would just say, oh, I love this book, I like the story, the characters were amazing, blah blah blah, and that'd be the end of it. But nowadays, I feel like we have to dissect every single word in that book. Now that I'm reading a book, I really have to write out exactly what I want to say in a review, because if I don't choose my wording correctly, I feel like I'll be offending somebody. So I always have to double check my wording. So yeah, that is what I mean when I say I don't know how to review books, because I don't know how to word them correctly as to be neutral about every subject. This next fact can be portrayed as bookish and non-bookish, and that is I can read in Spanish. When I was little, my mom had this book of Bible stories. This book had stories about how Adam and Eve came about and the woman who turned to stone. And it was just a small book. It wasn't big. I think it was directed for children to read. She had several books in Spanish about that, and I was so intrigued by it that I started reading them. I mean, I know the language. Yo puedo hablar español. Español es mi primer lenguaje. Pero siempre leo en inglés porque es un idioma más fácil para mí. I mean, when I'm reading in Spanish, I'm not a fast reader as to when I'm reading in English, where I just fly through the pages. But I just want to let you guys know that I do, in fact, read in Spanish. Fact number 4 is that I started a booktube channel in 2007. Now, this channel was called Reading with Dora. Oh my god, just thinking about it brings back so many memories. And I didn't know how to edit at the time. I just thought you film and then you right away upload the video, which exactly what I did. So there were spaces where I'd be looking at the book, or I'd be, you know, thinking, going, things like that, you know. But I was underage at the time, and when my mom found out, she's like, why are you posting things on the internet? Which then turned out that I had to delete the video and delete the channel altogether. And then I didn't start booktube again until 2013, when I was already 18. Unless somebody started in the single digits of the 2000s, I think I'm the one that started booktube. During the whole Twilight frenzy that happened in my life, I, along with a friend of mine, we co-wrote a book. So she would write a few chapters, send me the file. I would read her chapters, I would edit it or change a few words or think a chapter should go this way, and then I'd start my chapters and then I'd send it back to her, and she would do the same thing. I think we got to like chapter 15, and then all of a sudden life happened. She went in one direction, I went in another direction, and we never finished the book. I don't remember much about what it was. I think it was about a girl who realizes she has special powers. This was at a time in my life where love triangles were okay, because I mean, Bella, Edward, and Jacob. I wanted a love triangle exactly like that one. So what ended up happening is that our main character, she was in love with a popular kid in school, and then her best friend, that was a guy, was in love with her, and then she didn't know if her feelings were the same about it was weird. I don't think that it was really a great story to begin with, but just knowing the fact that me and my best friend, we were writing this book together. This next fact is not bookish at all. This fact has to do with every single person in this world ended up being in a band. That's right. Yours truly was in a band and it was called Evil Innocence. Don't you just love that oxymoron? Nobody's allowed to take that name. It was just such a great oxymoron that me and my best friend were like, man, we're gonna be a great band. We ended up writing only one song, and it wasn't even a full song. I think it was like a verse and then the chorus and then that's it. I think I still remember some of it. Why can't you tell me how you truly feel? Am I still enough? Am I what you really want? Am I telling myself lies when I look into your eyes? That's all I remember from it. I can't for the life of me remember what the beginning was like, but I think that little part was the chorus. I think it's safe to say and safe to assume that we have disbanded. My best friend lives in California, I still live in Washington, and she and I were the main singers, okay? It was just her and I, because we were both in love with singing in choir. So this next fact is just one that I pulled out of a whim, because honestly, what else am I gonna say and talk about? But my current celebrity crush is James McAvoy. If you do not know who James McAvoy is, I'll put a picture up here. I don't know what it is about him that makes me want to like him. I don't know if it's because he's hot, which he is. I don't know if it's because he's funny, which he is. Or I don't know if it's because of his Scottish accent. My God, I love his accent. And last but not least, I don't know if it's because I really love how he portrays young Charles Xavier. I love the X-Men movies, and that's how I became about him. When I watched X-Men First Class, I was like, oh my God, who is this person? I googled him, and it ended up being that he was in a lot of great movies. He was in Wanted with Angelina Jolie, which I totally forgot about, and then he was in Penelope, which is on Netflix, and I ended up watching because, again, I'm obsessed with him, so I had to watch his movie. But yeah, I'm absolutely in love with James McAvoy right now, and he's my celebrity crush. Fact number 8 about me is, in high school, I was that kid who wore black eyeshadow, black clothing, and had a black soul. But I was still in choir and I did sports. Black was really comforting for me. I liked that color. I liked wearing it. I liked the eyeshadow. It was just the wonderfuls of times for me, and I no longer have any pictures. Or do I? Cute picture up here. And people called me emo or goth, and my mom just called me a raccoon. But yeah, that's a part of my life that I really loved. I think a lot of people say that as a negative thing. For me, it was a good thing, because every morning when I woke up to go to school, the first thing I would do is my eyeshadow. I had so much confidence and I was ready for the day. Fact number 9, and I did talk about this a little bit in BookTube when I first started, but I think I privated the video, so I'm going to say it again, and that is, I didn't get my driving license until I was 22, which is 4 years ago. Oh my God, I just told you my age. The story behind this is that when I was 14, my sister's boyfriend decided that he wanted to teach us how to drive manual cars. And figure at this time I hadn't driven before, not even an automatic car. So what had happened is I think I went the wrong way and I had to reverse. And since where my dad lives is very rural and there's a lot of dirt roads, not many paved streets. I mean, it was in reverse because I had to go back. So he's like, as soon as you let go of the clutch, you press the gas pedal. And I did it so fast that we ended up doing a 360 spin in the dirt road. We were all screaming in the car, and as soon as I put my feet on the brake, you could still see the dirt that was starting to settle down. Like, it was like a fog of dirt. I didn't get my license until I was 22 because I was so afraid of driving. I couldn't even drive an automatic car. I was so afraid of it. And fact number 10, which is the last fact about me, is shows I'm currently obsessed with. And these shows are Grey's Anatomy, which I've always been obsessed with, to be honest. Like 2005, I was glued to the TV watching Grey's Anatomy. I'm also obsessed with Marvel's S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show. Oh my God, I love that show. I love Coulson. I love Daisy. Oh my God, Fitz! Okay, I haven't caught up yet. I haven't seen the last 3 episodes. Fitz's episode of season 5, oh my gosh. Oh, it got so good, and I can't wait to see the other 2. He had to take the long way around. And also a Spanish TV show, which is actually a soap opera or a novela, as you would say, that I'm obsessed with is Lo que la vida me robó, which translates to what life took from me. And it's really great. It's on Netflix. I'm sure if you want to see it, you could put English subtitles on there. But I absolutely love it. I love the actors. I believe I'm currently on episode 10, which is getting really good. Just to let you know. Telenovelas, they're over dramatic. Everybody's always crying. Everybody's always slapping somebody, but it's just my guilty pleasure. I love them. So yeah. Those are all my fun bookish and non-bookish facts about me, and I'm almost done with my coffee. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to make another video like this again. So thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more of my face, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!